Old quarterbacks are all the rage in the National Football League right now, just with their loose skin and old deflated bowels, and everyone, their mom, thinks that they can play until their 40s. Okay. But as with older quarterbacks, you do have three outcomes. So one, you got like the Peyton Manning or Drew Brees just falling apart at the end, like Paul Dano and Looper. Two, Phillip Rivers, who was in his one season in Indianapolis. And then you have the major outlier, Tom friggin' Brady's old ass, winning a Super Bowl at age 43 and Super Bowl MVP, deservedly so, but nah. Enter one, Kirk Jerome Ezekiel Cousins, and this is what he had to say about playing into advanced age. Quote, I want to be with the Vikings for as long as they'll have me and as long as I can play football. As far as how long I play, it's so year to year. We've seen so much change happen in this league when you just look back a year ago to now. I'm sure a year from now will be no different. Tom Brady, Drew Brees have set the bar so high, playing into the early 40s. Well, one of them did. I don't know if I want to play that long, but I do think to be able to play into your late 30s and to play it long enough for my two young boys. I've got two boys, Cooper and Turner. They're only 3 and almost 2. I'd like to play it long enough where they can come to practice, watch me play, and really remember it and appreciate it. I got a few more years to be able to do that, end quote. And I mean, Kirk's kind of already an old man, like rolling around in a conversion van, wearing socks and mandals for art support, eating human kidneys instead of sugar. By the way, we need to get Kirk Cousins in a pair of those white New Balances that all dads wear. Got to get it. And he does turn 33 in August. And mid-30s is generally when you see quarterbacks not named Tom Brady start to go downhill. So mobility obviously is going to be the first thing to go. But then arm strength soon follows. Then processing speed and accuracy that goes with that. Like the mind is still there. Like Peyton Manning, Super Bowl 50, his value wasn't so much in being an absolute gunslinger out there, but checking into the right play, reading the defense, and just trying to not be just an absolute liability out there. That was his strength. Now mobility, I mean, that's never really been Kirk's bag, although he was pretty damn spry last year. Kirk G3, like to see it. Arm strength. So Kirk, low-key, has one of the strongest arms in the NFL. And given the way that he takes care of his body as well as his mechanics, like, he could hold on to that longer than most quarterbacks. He could hang on to that longer than you would expect. Sort of like that old boxer. Like, the chin is gone, the speed and reaction time is gone, but he still has that puncher's chance. Like, he's still got that one-punch strength. Then processing speed. So now, you could say that Kirk Cousins, frankly, did play the best 2 years, did have the best 2 years of his career, the last 2 seasons, minus the first 6 games of 2020, which, not so much. He was named NFC Offensive Player of the Month twice, and the national media really creamed in their jeans over Stafford, but Kirk Cousins, as we've made this case, is the better of the soon-to-be 33-year-old quarterbacks. He just is, right? And Kirk does have 2 years left on his deal, $21 million base this year, a $35 million base in 2022. He will be 35 years young for the 2023 season when he'll be officially a free agent. Now, if the Vikings don't re-sign him, I do think that there will be a market for Kirk Cousins. He won't get top-end money, pending what happens these next 2 years. But if he doesn't fall apart, like say he cuts and pastes the last 2 years onto these next 2 seasons, where he's still Kirk Cousins, sometimes highly variant, but a top 7 to 10 quarterback on a given day, potentially higher, potentially lower. But that's Kirk Cousins. He'll get paid somewhere. He will get top 12 quarterback type money to be that bridge quarterback potentially for a younger guy. But a team that is in win now mode, they will snap him up. Like maybe Shanahan and him finally get the band back together after Mac Jones fizzled out in 2 years after they overdrafted him at 12 this year. I don't know. But the question is, will it be the Vikings? The whole loaded passive aggressive, well, I'll be here as long as they want me here. Okay, sure. But if ownership and Spielman are still in place, ownership certainly will, Spielman TBD. Never say never, I guess, especially given his $35 million salary in 2022. They may want to keep him, tack on a 1-year extension so that could restructure it and then kick that cap hit down the line when the salary caps hopefully rebound in the next few years. But I don't know. I am hoping hope against hope. And yes, it would be against tendency that the Vikings see the value of please please get the quarterback of the future in-house. And yes, this could be an Alex Smith, Patrick Mahomes type dynamic, but stop trying to patch things up with a Sean Mannion, with Jake Browning, with Nate Stanley. No, get someone that this team can actually rally and fan base can actually rally behind. Yes, play out the string with Kirk Cousins. I think he gives you the best chance to win outside of acquiring Deshaun in 2021. But I don't know. Do I see Kirk Cousins going on a Rich Gannon type late career, all of a sudden becoming the MVP later in life? Now, no, but he is solid. But do I think that he'll play into his 40s? No. Even though, yes, the motivation of having your kids be old enough where they remember it and appreciate it, I mean, sure, but everyone and everything has a shelf life except for Tom Brady, who I'm pretty sure is like has formaldehyde in his veins, right? Manning, Breeze, Tony Romo, Eli, Rivers, Big Ben, Flacco, Matt Ryan, flatlined eventually. Brady is the outlier, but I'm not going to lie. It would be hilarious to me, like 10 years from now, 12 years from now, 45-year-old Kirk Cousins ass, he's still got it. There's still debate if he's a top 10 quarterback, but he's still better than the average. And then the Bears like drop, I don't know, $90 million per year on him in 2033. It would be delicious. Who would like to see it? But anyways, your thoughts. Kirk Cousins playing into his 40s. Let us know in the comments section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support that work? Pull some of Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.